Hi everyone, I'm just setting up, getting ready for another workshop, so I'm jumping on very quickly to do a video about something that we would have spoken about in this class and also in a lot of other classes. So today I want to chat through the process of forming a habit in your training. I talk about it a lot when we talk about recall and loose lead walking. The reason is that those two things are generally the things that cause most owners sort of your pain points with your dogs. Either you can't let your dog off where you want them because they haven't got a recall, they won't really recall away from other dogs, they're wound up by wildlife, that type of thing. Or loose lead walking, you're not enjoying the walks because the dog's really pulling, or they're lunging on the lead to get to the smells, all sorts of things, and it's causing them some problems. So, there are a lot of techniques in terms of teaching your dog to recall, and there are a lot of more techniques in teaching your dogs to walk nicely on the lead. And we go through many of them in some of the videos on my YouTube channel, but also a lot in classes and workshops. One thing that I always talk to people about is getting into the habit of training your dog more often than you think you do. So the key to success with things like recall and loose lead walking and some more of the kind of complex behaviours that we might go through in classes is getting your dog in the mindset of doing those things on a regular basis. So what I'm trying to explain is when you're teaching a recall, it's not a one and done. So you don't sort of call your dog a couple of times when they're a puppy, reward them a couple of times and think, brilliant, that's it, I've got a recall, that's absolutely fine. You need to practice these things time and time and time again in different environments, in different ways, going on different walks, doing it in different places, doing it with different people, doing it with different distractions. The reason is that the more the dog does it successfully and gets rewarded for those good behaviours like walking nicely on the lead and coming back for your recall, the more that's going to set into their muscle memory. When we talk about teaching a dog to recall or teaching a dog to loose lead walk, we're really looking at the mechanics for the owner to then take and then go and practice time and time and time and time again. So, very, very quick one today. So that's all I'm going to say on this because I'm sure you've been hearing me talk about this in class. But the takeaway is to teach your dog anything that you want them to do successfully, you need to practice it. All right.